Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto video. I hope you guys all enjoyed our previous video where we talked about the Brad Garlinghouse calling the SEC a bunch of drunks situation. Summarized version. Now, it was pretty interesting. If you haven't seen it though, make sure you check it out. It's just a previous video on my channel. It was a really interesting one. Let me know just real quick in the comment section, is this the first video you've ever seen of me? Yes or no? Alright, then we saw a little bit earlier this thing come by. James Fillon posted, Lucas Hackenberg, or Hackenberg, I don't know, who is one of the attorneys representing Brad Garlinghouse, is leaving Cleary, Gottlieb, Steen, and Hamilton, and has filed a motion to withdraw from the case. I would not read anything into this, but a lot of people, of course, did, yet point being, he's just a lawyer on Brad Garlinghouse specifically's side. Make sure you understand, you have three different law firms, or let's say differently, you have three different parties on the defendant's side, which is the lawyers from Brad Garlinghouse, the lawyers from Chris Larsen, and the lawyers from Ripple themselves. In total, I believe there's like 22 or something like that. But they're not all working for the same company under the same name. It's split up a little bit. And this specifically was one of Brad Garlinghouse's lawyers. Don't think he doesn't have enough still. I think he still has like, let's say 6 more or so. So it's not a biggie, but it is it's definitely interesting. Let's put it like that. It's definitely quite interesting that he left. Why? Well, most likely just to further his career. Why not to look further into it? Because there's really nothing to say. Yeah, I don't know. Really nothing to say. All right, so that was this article here. Hopefully you guys also didn't get panicked or somebody, clickbaited you for that part. Moving on, XRP lawsuit, judge grants Ripple CEO motion to obtain documents from Binance. This one is rather simple, but still a very key part and very important. The judge has basically allowed Brad Garlinghouse to question Binance and basically compel all the evidence and information that he'd need to show to the SEC, hopefully, because obviously, what if he made a mistake and he's in the wrong? But no, hopefully to show the SEC that the majority of these sales happened overseas and not to US customers, which means these were sales where the SEC had no jurisdiction over, ultimately helping potentially with Brad Garlinghouse's motion to dismiss, which is nice. So we already expected this to be, thumbed up by the judge. It isn't a big deal. It isn't a big little thing at all. It's just another one of those things, right? It's just another trivial thing which needed to happen. So, all right. Then Anders has posted up something which I found rather interesting. There's been a ton of debate right now about Gary Gensler's speech, about the part with the CFTC, about which party, so the SEC or the Commodities Futures Commission basically, has jurisdiction over crypto exchanges, over anything really regarding crypto. And Caitlin Long posted, here's Gensler's speech. If you'd like to read it, below is a screenshot of relevant portion pertaining to stablecoins. And Anders asked, how is a stablecoin a security? Do you buy USDT with the expectation of profit? And that's where things are about to get interesting, because from a certain perspective, I do get a stablecoin being a security. There's one company behind it, and there's 9 out of 10 times not any other company working for it or on it. It is very often not decentralized in any real fashion. You can say the bottom layer, which it is built upon, like for example, Stellar or Ethereum, is decentralized, but the protocol, itself isn't very often. And obviously, it's just one company controlling everything, issuing them and doing everything for it. So many of you have heard about Facebook's Libra, or Diem. Due to the global reach of Facebook platform, this has gotten a lot of attention from central bankers and regulators. This is not only due to the general policies and concerns with crypto, but also due to Diem's potential impact on monetary policy. Monetary policy has to do with how money moves, right? And what type of actions the government could take to stimulate, for example, the economy and the money flow. Banking policy and financial stability. Maybe less well known to this audience, though, is that we are already having a existing stablecoin market worth $113 billion, including 4 large stablecoins, of which some have been around for 7 years. These stablecoins are embedded in crypto trading and lending platforms. And how do you trade crypto to crypto? Usually somebody uses stablecoins. In July, nearly 3/4 of trading on all crypto trading platforms occurred between a stablecoin and some other token. Thus, the use of stablecoins on these platforms may facilitate those seeking to sidestep a host of public policy goals connected to our traditional banking and financial system, anti-money laundering, tax compliance, sanctions, and the like. This affects our national security too. Further, these stablecoins also may be securities and investment companies. To the extent they are, we will apply the full investor protections of the Investment Company Act and other federal security laws to these products. I look forward to working with my colleagues on the President's Working Group on financial markets on these matters. And this is actually something that came into place not too long ago. I believe it's a combination of the SEC and the Cftc working together, basically on crypto and climate change and whatnot. But interesting is the top part of what Anders said, which basically has to do with whenever there's security, there's always an expectation of profit, right? And even though all the other factors might clear and might call for stablecoins to be a security, it's impossible to have an expectation of profit if something's main priority is to be stable, and you know that. So it's literally impossible. It's like the same thing as saying that the US dollar has always been created to make money, which I guess is arguable because, they're making money. Some people are. Yet, for the normal folk, they're not investing in the US dollar. They have it because of their main thing. With stablecoins as well, nobody expects the price to go up. $1 is going to stay $1. One stablecoin dollar is going to stay one stablecoin dollar. That's the whole purpose. So, no, I don't really believe in that story at all. Then Bearable Bull posted, the SEC really sued Ripple before SafeMoon. It's also pretty funny if you start to think about that. I don't think SafeMoon was really big before they sued Ripple, yet the idea is quite clear. There's so many other companies which are more scammy, more hurting of investors with greater consequences, yet they took Ripples/XRP to do it. It's pretty stupid if you ask me. I think the reason they took XRP/Ripple is because it's the biggest one that is in the United States. Ethereum and Bitcoin is really hard to catch the people from. The Ethereum Foundation is set up in Zurich. Bitcoin Foundation is it's a little bit more of a sketchy one in that regard. And so USA, XRP, Ripple, easy. And for SafeMoon as well, who are you going to indict? Who are you going to get? It's going to be a really difficult story right there, right? And so even though those companies might get charged or might, resort into being frauds eventually, it might take a long time after Ripple's already been done with this entire process because they just don't know how to do it exactly. And they just don't have the manpower and maybe the money. Who knows? But it is pretty dumb that they went for Ripple, which they also should have known has a huge community supporting it. What companies otherwise, what communities would have gone for a motion to intervene on the XRP holders' behalf, or I guess on the crypto token holders' behalf in that regard? With SafeMoon, nobody would have stood in SafeMoon's way. I would have not been like, oh no, SafeMoon is not a scam. It is a scam, right? I wouldn't have stood in anybody's way if they were to sue him. I wouldn't have made a video on it. So, yeah. All right, Ethereum's London hard fork to go live tomorrow on August 5th. Just wanted to quickly mention this. I already told you all that this was going to happen, but, can't hurt to repeat some stuff along these lines. Ethereum London hard fork event will occur tomorrow. Event will mainly occur at block height 12.965 million within the same day. Binance and OKX exchanges are also preparing themselves, obviously. And finally, the much-awaited Ethereum London hard fork implementation has been timed. It will go live on August 5th. Notably, if the time is due, the event will mainly occur at block height 12.9 million within the same day. It's just, you don't need to know too much about this, guys. You don't really need to know anything, actually, to be honest. Then Rothschild-founded trust leads funding for crypto platform Aspen Digital. Crypto investment platform Aspen Digital raised $8.8 million in pre-Series A funding, led by Jacob Rothschild-founded RIT Capital Partners. According to Aspen Digital co-founder CEO Yang He, the investment will fund the launch of the platform and establish new offices around the globe. Aspen Digital intends to provide wealthy clients with a single point of access from which to diversify their cryptocurrency portfolio. And I can't say anything except for juicy, right? Nice, good. Then former CFTC chair says only the CFTC has experience regulating crypto markets, and this is a story which we have to dive deeper into another day. Maybe later today, maybe tomorrow. My teeth are... Oh, this is loud. Oh, the sound is... Oh, my days, that was loud in my ears. The teeth, wisdom tooth, two teeth, I got removed. One of them is, or I guess one spot is hurting real bad, or at least it's annoying to talk. The pain is not the problem, it's the annoyance. And so I'm not sure exactly if I want to record another one or I'll leave it for tomorrow. In the end, though, you'll get all the info, so do not worry about it. I'm also sharing a ton of stuff over on Twitter right now, so make sure you check that out. And yeah, that was it for today's video. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. Make sure you check out Bybit if you're looking for a place to trade on. Right now, there's still quite some huge bonuses that you can get. So check it out. Link is down below. And I'll see you guys again in another crypto video.